Yes, breaking a bad crash on the turnpike near Monroeville. It has just been cleared. At one point, though, all lanes heading east were blocked.
And there are still some backups in the area on one of the busiest travel days of the year. Channel 11 traffic anchor Tricia Pittman joins us here in the studio with a closer look. Tricia?
Well, that accident this morning did involve numerous vehicles. A lot of them had some pretty heavy front-end damage. They were able to move the vehicles off to the side of the road, and at this point, the accident has been cleared. You can see there Chopper 11 flying over the scene earlier this morning. Less than a mile beyond the Monroeville interchange is where this accident occurred. No word of any injuries. Take a look now at our Pennsylvania Turnpike camera in that area. So coming just beyond the Monroeville interchange, traffic is moving. Heavier volumes, though, definitely in both directions. From our flow map right now, you can see some slow-going traffic in that area. So heads up there. Also dealing with some wet roads out there, so you do want to use some extra caution and reduce your speed. But again, that accident headed in the eastbound direction just beyond Monroeville on the turnpike has been cleared.
A live look now from our tower camera, and you might see the camera shaking a little bit there. Right now, a wind advisory is in effect, and we could see some powerful wind gusts.
Let's head over to meteorologist Scott Harbaugh, who's tracking the changes for us in Severe Weather Center 11.
Just in the last 15 minutes, winds starting to gust to about 30 miles per hour right now. They're going to get stronger throughout the course of the afternoon. And here comes the cold front. Live storm tracker Doppler 11 radar. Notice that band of rain from Pittsburgh on southwest, and another band just west of Newcastle. That second band is the cold front. So pockets of moderate rain. Again, would not be surprised to get a quick clap of thunder. High wind warnings for the mountains, wind advisories for everywhere else until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Here are the current wind gusts, 30 miles per hour, Pittsburgh and in Washington. But look back to the west. 47-mile-per-hour wind gusts right now in Columbus, 44 in Toledo. I'm updating an hour-by-hour look at those wind gusts to show you when the strongest winds will be in our area. I'll have that for you coming up in just about 15 minutes.
With the powerful winds picking up, power crews are ready for possible outages. West Penn Power is monitoring substations, power lines, and downed trees over the next 36 hours. They have workers on 16-hour shifts, and if you haven't done so already, you should secure anything in your yard that could blow away. Not only will drivers have to deal with the weather, they will be hitting the roads at one of the busiest times of the year. If you're heading out of town for the holiday, you'll want to give yourself some extra time. AAA expects 55 million Americans to travel 50 or more miles this Thanksgiving. And this is a look at long lines at security. Actually, it's not too terribly bad at Pittsburgh International Airport this morning, but lines are expected to be long. We spotted one flight to Milwaukee that has been canceled, but no major delays as of yet.
I'm very surprised it's not that busy.
We expect a big rush of people this afternoon to pick their loved one up at the terminal, so we would advise you to get here a little bit early if you're trying to meet them on time.
Airport officials say Sunday will be busier than today. Be sure to check out the WPXI streaming app. We will have constant updates on the forecast and traffic, and you can find it right now on Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV just by searching WPXI.
Dozens of people in Westmoreland County were forced out of their homes in the night. They got a knock at the door after a crash set off a gas leak scare. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer first followed the wake-up call in Hempfield Township as it was breaking this morning, and she has the latest on what went wrong.
Crews have a lot of work ahead of them here on Sweet Hill Road, and it was certainly a long night for the families who had to leave their homes here. I just spoke with one of those folks now who provided us with these photos you see of the aftermath of the crash that caused all of this. Officials say it was just after 11 last night when a car hit a pole and then crashed into a small gas facility, shearing a gas line and causing a leak. Now, the gas to that line was quickly shut off, but as a precaution, folks were evacuated.
When I opened my front door, and all I could see was lights the whole ways up the road, you know, ambulance, fire truck, whatever they were, road workers, and the smell of gas was just incredible.
And officials say no one was hurt. Several folks, though, they did spend hours without power. We'll have the very latest for you and hear more from the folks who were evacuated in a report at 5. In Hempfield Township, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
A car slammed into a house this morning in Friendship. Take a look at this video from Chopper 11. You can see that SUV pressed right up against the front of the home. Police say no one was hurt, but crews are working to figure out if the house has any structural damage.
New information at noon on a man hit by a Port Authority bus last night. The Port Authority telling us the man was leaning against the bus near the Kennywood Shops Plaza. And when the bus started moving, he fell to the ground. The bus then ran over his arm. The victim's name has not been released. Investigators are looking into what started a fire that forced 6 people out of a home in Stowe Township. That fire was sparked around 8:30 last night on Island Avenue. A victim told us an electrical issue was to blame, but there is no official word yet. No one was hurt.
New at noon, a man accused of threatening 2 school districts so he could pull off a bank robbery will stand trial. Police say Luke Dell was wearing this realistic-looking mask when he walked into a Bob Evans last month. He allegedly handed a worker a note threatening Norwood and Jeanette high schools. Police believe he was trying to create a diversion with the note, but say that Dell talked himself out of robbing the bank. He waived his right to a hearing this morning, which means the case will now go to trial.
Former President Jimmy Carter has been released from an Atlanta hospital. He is recovering from surgery to relieve pressure on his brain caused by bleeding. A family spokeswoman says the Carters look forward to enjoying Thanksgiving at home. The Carter Center has said the bleeding was connected to Carter's recent fall. A fall back in spring required him to get hip replacement surgery. He fell twice in October, hitting his head at least once. Channel 11 taking a closer look at a dangerous fat, inhaling nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas. Experts say the drug is popular because it's tough to detect. The odorless, colorless gas is often used to sedate patients at the dentist's office, but it's also sold in many grocery stores and is finding its way onto college campuses and into parents' basements. Channel 11 told you last month about the high school student who died after inhaling the gas at an off-campus party at Penn State. But how do you know if your kids are doing it? Most drug tests cannot detect it, but there are some warning signs.
Empty metal canisters around being scattered around in the car, things like that. Frequent trips to a certain grocery supply store would be a kind of a giveaway as well.
This is definitely a concern for parents of teenagers and college students. If you want to learn more, we have information on the gas and its dangers on WPXI.com.
In the black and gold zone, no quarterback controversy for the Steelers. Devlin "Duck" Hodges is the starter, at least for this week. Hodges relieved Mason Rudolph in the win over Cincinnati last Sunday. And at least for this game, he is the coach's choice to lead the Steelers' offense against the Browns.
We met as a staff. We've decided that we're going to start Duck this week. And really the decision is clear for us and some really clear reasons why. Like I talked about after the game, I thought he provided us a spark.
But what does this mean for the Steelers going forward and for Mason Rudolph? The decision to start Hodges, in theory, could be a one-game situation. Then again, if the Steelers win, it's tough to go away from a quarterback on a roll. Tomlin says the plan after Sunday is undecided. And now that Duck Hodges has been named the starter, there's a warning. The Steelers ask that you not bring duck calls to Heinz Field. Game time is at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
A new bridge will be going up in Banksville, and that means drivers will likely see some backups through the spring. Channel 11's Mike Holden shows us the busy intersection where drivers will be detoured.
Get ready for potential traffic issues and delays in Pittsburgh's Banksville neighborhood. Phase 1 of a major construction project will soon be underway. It's happening over here, and that means one of the area's best shortcuts is going away for now. We built you this map right here so you can plan ahead and prepare for the headaches right now. Starting December 7th, crews will replace this bridge at the intersection of Carnahan Road and Banksville Avenue. Moving forward, that means no drivers will be able to turn onto Carnahan or Banksville Avenue for the next several months. However, Banksville Road, just steps away, will still be open to traffic in both directions. Drivers told us the project is clearly much needed because the bridge is aging. However, they're preparing for long wait times and backups. And that's because so many drivers cut through here to avoid the traffic along the Parkway West heading into Green Tree.
We're going to have to detour around it, but it's going to jam up traffic really bad in this area. A lot of people take this as a shortcut to get through the city.
Phase 1 of this project is expected to tentatively be completed by April of 2020. That's not the end of this story. Coming up on Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight, we're taking a closer look at the impact on the project for local bus riders, their reaction starting at 5. Reporting in the city's Banksville neighborhood, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
A school bus driver charged.
Rain and wind across the area this afternoon. I'm tracking when those winds are going to top 50 miles per hour.
Sorry about that. A school bus driver charged. Police say she stopped to buy beer on the way to pick up kids. A closer look at the security video, they say, proves the case.
Pot brownies and treats found in the classroom. How should students be punished? We'll tell you about a major change in Pittsburgh public schools.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Amazing people are having a big impact all over rural America. Small town, big deal. Weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on WPXI.
Near you, Channel 11 is there.
We're in Bethel Park, South Park,
and Mount Lebanon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
Downtown, Mount Oliver,
East Liberty. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
The Pennsylvania Lottery is on Channel 11. Look for drawings at 7 and 11:11 p.m.
More states are legalizing marijuana, and Governor Tom Wolf supports changing the laws. Now, Pittsburgh Public Schools is easing up on its pot policy. Target 11's Rick Earl learned why the district tweaked the rules.
Rice Krispie treats and brownies laced with marijuana, discovered this year at 2 Pittsburgh high schools, Taylor Alderdice and Brashear.
That gets a little bit fuzzy for students, especially with the legalization of marijuana being such a hot topic in the media right now. So they kind of think, oh, it's no big deal, I have marijuana. And that's not at all our stance. Our stance is it's still illegal.
While it's illegal, the district has recently relaxed its policy when it comes to marijuana. Last year, students caught with any amount of marijuana faced a 10-day suspension and up to a year in alternative education, but no counseling. The district discovered students were missing too many classes. Now students with a first offense with less than 5 grams of marijuana will get a 5-day suspension if they agree to attend 9 hours of drug education counseling outside of the school day.
Given all the action that different states were taking on marijuana, we felt it was a good opportunity for us to include in supporting kids with these types of infractions with mandating drug, alcohol, and other drug education.
The same policy goes for small amounts of alcohol, and the district says they've seen improvements. They say attendance is up, and in 2017-2018, 126 students were given the maximum 10-day suspension under the old policy. The following year, when the changes were implemented, that number was cut in half to 61. And in 2017-2018, 192 students in all were suspended for possession or sale of a controlled substance. That dropped to 158 last year. Parents we spoke with support the new policy, especially the educational component.
That's at least something that's helping the kid. Like, it's not just saying, hey, you're out and throwing them to the streets. It's actually giving them an option to better themselves.
While the suspension policy has been adjusted, students do still face the possibility of criminal charges from school police.
A man is recovering after he was pinned under a tombstone at a local cemetery. It happened yesterday at St. Michael's Cemetery near the Southside Slopes. Police say the man lost his balance and grabbed the headstone, pulling it down. 2 police officers and another man lifted this 400-pound stone off the man. The victim was not seriously hurt. A bizarre accident outside a clinic in Manchester sent patients scrambling, and this is just wild here. Witnesses say a Jeep hit a propane truck and then took off. The impact set the bottom of the truck on fire. The patients in the clinic had to be evacuated in the middle of donating blood and plasma.
I put my own needle out. I'm ready to go. That's what I was telling them. Let's go, and let's go.
Police say the driver of the truck grabbed a fire extinguisher and put out the fire, likely saving lives. Breaking news, Chopper 11 is live over an emergency situation in Westmoreland County. A tree fell on a person here in Palomino Court in North Huntington. We have a crew heading there on the ground as well. We'll have an update as soon as we get more information.
Pretty big tree. A school bus driver in Illinois, a Chicago suburb, busted after surveillance video appears to show her drinking beer while driving the bus. This video, taken earlier this month, just after 6 o'clock in the morning. Police say this school bus driver's first stop of the day is for 2 beers at a convenience store outside of Chicago. Surveillance from inside the bus shows her behind the wheel with a brown bag and 2 beers inside. She cracks one open, and as she makes her rounds, she's picking up more than 24 elementary school students, and police say she continued to drink.
It's infuriating to believe that someone who is trusted with these children on a daily basis could potentially put them in this kind of danger.
Police say the store clerk made the first call, contacting the district so they could intervene. The driver faces child endangerment charges.
27 more people have been sickened by an E. coli outbreak from romaine lettuce. The CDC says that makes a total of 67 cases in 19 states. The outbreak has been linked to romaine lettuce grown in Salinas, California. If you're not sure where your lettuce came from, you're advised to throw it away. Tens of millions of Americans are heading away from home for the Thanksgiving holiday, and a series of winter storms are causing flight delays and traffic headaches across the country. Some people got a jump start on their trips, leaving early to avoid the mess.
But others had no choice but to hit the roads during the worst of the storms. NBC's Sarah Dalif has more from Chicago's O'Hare International Airport.
Good afternoon. It really is a perfect storm this Thanksgiving. Record number of travelers prepared to head out at the same time. A series of storms sweeps across the country, bringing with it a miserable mix of snow, rain, and high winds. About 4.5 million people are set to fly this Thanksgiving holiday, and travelers are learning it's not just conditions at home, but also their destinations.
We got delayed.
How bad?
We were supposed to be in there already, and they didn't. It was a mess.
I was thinking a lot of people were going to try to come early, but when I got here, I walked right up, got my boarding tickets.
49 million people are expected to drive. Conditions on some roads, icy, wet on others. The message to travelers, really tried and true: leave lots of time to get to your destination, and keep an eye on weather maps both at home and where you're headed. At Chicago O'Hare's International Airport, Sarah Dalif, NBC News.
Well, we avoided the snow, but a lot of the rest of the country is seeing it.
Yeah, and strong winds are certainly whipping through our area. Let's head back to meteorologist Scott Harbaugh with the holiday forecast. Scott?
Yeah, those winds really starting to get gusty. Just in the last half hour, starting to get some wind gusts in excess of 30 miles per hour. Live look at our tower cam. A little sun popping out in between, little waves of rain coming through. 60 degrees. Scattered showers in the area. Southwest wind at 13, but gusts up to 30 miles per hour right now. Here's the rain on live storm tracker Doppler 11 radar. Two little areas, one in Westmoreland County pushing southwest through Greene County. And again, as I told you yesterday morning and this morning on Channel 11 Morning News, I would not be completely surprised to hear a clap of thunder in a couple of spots this afternoon. Already a little red showing up near Rostraver Township in Westmoreland County. Also, look at the red up near Grove City right now, just west of Grove City near Hermitage and Sharon, PA. So again, some quick, heavy downpours right along this front. Storm tracker quickly takes this through this afternoon. By 3 o'clock, we're dry across the area, at least for the time being. There'll be a gap, and then we'll bring more rain in during the evening hours. Holiday travel right now, Pittsburgh International Airport. Showers, breezy, temperature 60 degrees. I've been checking some of the delays and head toward Minneapolis. There are some quite significant delays right now. Dallas, Fort Worth. Trends are starting to come up as far as the length of the flight delays there, so we'll be watching those for you across the area. Look at Denver, 13 degrees right now for the temperature. Here are the wind gusts this afternoon. 41 mile per hour wind gusts in Pittsburgh at 2 p.m., 53 miles per hour in Greensburg. And I'd love to say this is going to calm down this evening, but notice even at 6 o'clock tonight, 40 miles per hour or better. 8 o'clock tonight, 41 Pittsburgh, 43 degrees in Butler. Right through about midnight tonight, winds gusting 40 to 45 miles per hour. Then late tonight, those gusts will begin to calm down. But keep in mind, several hours of wind gusts of 40 miles per hour or better could lead to the possibility of some spotty power outages. Then tonight, rain showers come back in, and as colder air takes over, how about a little dusting of snow for Thanksgiving morning in the mountains? I think the Pittsburgh area will see some flurries late tonight. First thing tomorrow morning, I'm not expecting anything to stick in Pittsburgh, but you wake up tomorrow morning, look outside, could see a couple of flakes of snow falling. Otherwise, just a cloudy, cool day tomorrow with a little bit of a breeze. So 60, that's where we are right now. Temperatures will begin to fall the rest of the afternoon. Tonight down to 35 with a mix of rain and snow showers. Again, there could be some light accumulation in the mountains and maybe a little dusting up near I-80. Cloudy tomorrow with flurries in the morning. Otherwise, just a breezy, cold day. High temperature, 40 degrees. Friday, partly sunny, 41 for the high. Then rain showers coming back in Saturday. Right now, I do believe we're going to be dry for the WPXI holiday parade in downtown Pittsburgh. We hope to see you down there 9 o'clock Saturday morning. But right after the parade, rain will start to develop in the area. Then occasional rain Sunday in 52 degrees.
All right, thanks, Scott. Finding affordable home insurance with good coverage is not easy, but a new company is making it simpler. Our consumer advisor shows us how homeowners can work together to get cheaper prices.
17 months ago, Toys R Us shut down all of its stores. The comeback store next.
Pittsburgh, it is time to get excited because Local Steals and Deals is coming to town. So grab your phone. Text WPXI to 65,000 right now and be the first to get access to exclusive offers chosen just for you.
A four-legged officer is helping our community heal, visiting fellow officers, firefighters, and children in the hospital. This comfort dog is giving those who need it most a reason to smile.
We got to do a better job of taking care of each other.
Using the healing power of animals makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com.
from where you live.
Watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Jeffrey the Giraffe is making a comeback. Toys R Us just opened its first new brick-and-mortar store today in Paramus, New Jersey, 17 months after shutting down all their locations. The Toys R Us website is also back online. If you click on a link, it will take you to Target's website to buy the toy. Ahead of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, do you know how to spot a fake product review? A look at more than 2.5 million customer reviews found nearly 40% were actually unreliable, and the products with the most fake reviews were electronics. The study by fakespot.com found a whopping 70% of customers surveyed said they would be willing to pay more for a highly rated product.
The Penguins celebrate Thanksgiving early by offering a helping hand. Players served a Thanksgiving meal yesterday at the Rainbow Kitchen in Homestead. It included roasted turkey and all of the traditional sides.
You see people that maybe might not get the Thanksgiving meal that some people get, so we just try to have everyone get the chance to be able to eat this stuff, and it's special food and it's good food for all of us.
The Rainbow Kitchen has been helping families since 1984. Great work out there.
Skyrocketing insulin prices are causing people to make some dangerous choices.
I ration it by diluting it.
Now the deadline is approaching to make a generic drug. What one Pennsylvania lawmaker wants done now so patients can get the help they need.
Plus how ping pong balls help decide a local election.
Winds starting to gust right now. I'm tracking when the strongest winds are going to come through your neighborhood.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Spice up your taste buds to your green thumb with tips for your kitchen to yard. Watch Garden Style, weekdays at 3 p.m. right here on WPXI Now. Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Accurate details, experienced coverage, trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm moving into Greensburg.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight. Watch David Johnson and Lisa Sylvester on Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
We're back with severe weather Team 11 coverage and a live look from Fine View. And you can see our tower camera shaking in the wind there. Right now, a wind advisory is in effect.
Yeah, this is a live look from a PennDOT camera on the Parkway West. Traffic moving nicely in both directions. Wind gusts today, though, will be strong enough to sway cars.
And there could be power outages as well. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh here now to track it all in Severe Weather Center 11.
And we're going to get a good deal of sunshine this afternoon, too. So one of those days it won't look bad outside, but you'll be able to hear the wind rattling the shutters of your house and knocking the garbage cans down the street a couple blocks. Let's take a look right now at live storm tracker Doppler 11 radar. Pretty good line of rain cutting from Westmoreland County southwest through Greene County. Another one up into Mercer, Lawrence, and Beaver County. This is the cold front coming through the area. So we're at 60 degrees right now. We might bump up another degree or two, but once the front comes through, temperatures will begin to peel back. No thunder, lightning right now, but as I've been mentioning for the last 2 days, would not be surprised to hear a clap of thunder. Wind advisory in effect till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. High wind warning for the mountains. Wind advisory means wind gusts 45 miles per hour or better. High wind warning generally 55 miles per hour or better. And current wind gusts right now about 30 to 32 miles per hour. Temperatures start backpedaling this afternoon, but wind gusts are not going down. Of an hour-by-hour look at the wind gusts throughout the rest of the day today and into tonight, coming up in just about 15 minutes.
Thanks, Scott. And with the powerful winds picking up, power crews are ready for outages. West Penn Power is monitoring substations, power lines, and downed trees over the next 36 hours. They have workers on 16-hour shifts. If you haven't already done it, you should secure anything in your yard that could blow away. Not only will drivers have to deal with the weather, they'll also be hitting the roads at one of the busiest times of the year. If you're heading out of town for the holiday, you want to give yourself some extra time. AAA expects 55 million Americans to travel 50 or more miles this Thanksgiving. This is a look at the lines at security at Pittsburgh International Airport this morning. We spotted one flight to Milwaukee that was canceled, but no major delays yet. Airport officials expect a rush of people later today when people are picking up loved ones at the terminal. So give yourself some extra time there if you're heading to pick up family members. And be sure to check out our WPXI streaming app. We'll have constant updates on the forecast and traffic. And you can find it now on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Just search WPXI.
A school board race earlier this month was a tie, so the election was decided using a bag of numbered balls. Terry Jacobs and Jeff Devaney both received 181 votes for the race for Avella School Board. So yesterday at the Washington County Board of Elections, officials brought out the balls. Those are certainly not ping pong balls, as I said earlier, but they're balls, and they use them as a tiebreaker. The candidate that picks the highest number wins.
It just makes everybody realize that your vote does count. Yeah. One vote's the difference, and, and now we ended up drawing pills, what they call it, so your vote does count.
Devaney came out on top, and officials say the most common race they do this for is for auditor, typically when they have very few votes. Philadelphia's new voting machines are being challenged in court. Former Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein and several others filed court papers today claiming the Express Vote XL machines do not meet the requirements for a voter verifiable paper ballot. Governor Wolf's administration is not commenting tonight. A woman accused of conning the state out of millions of Medicaid dollars says she's guilty. Tyone Street entered a guilty plea in federal court. She worked for the home health care company Moriarty Consultants in Observatory Hill. It was raided by the FBI back in 2017, and so far 16 people have been charged in the investigation.
A terrible mistake. A hospital in New Jersey gave the patient, wrong patient I should say, a kidney. Virtua Health admitted to the mix-up. They said the two transplant patients had the same name and they were similar in age. The intended patient did receive a new kidney a week later, though. While this mishap may lead to a malpractice lawsuit, experts say it could save lives in the future. They say this mistake will serve as a wake-up call to healthcare providers everywhere. Breaking right now, the Pittsburgh Diocese says sexual abuse accusations against 4 local priests have been found to be credible. The priests are Richard Lalonis, who died last month, John Bauer, Bernard Costello, and Joseph Reshik. The accusations range from the 1960s to the 1980s. Bishop Zubik has agreed not to let these priests return to ministry. The cases will now be forwarded to the Vatican for review. The priests will stay on administrative leave while that happens.
It's a growing concern that we've been reporting on over the last year. At least 1 in 4 Americans with type 1 diabetes are rationing their insulin because of the high cost. Channel 11's Samantha Manning found out the skyrocketing cost of insulin is leading to a push for a generic version of the medicine.
Insulin is a life-saving necessity for the millions of Americans with diabetes, but the cost can be unmanageable, jumping 600% over the last 2 decades.
1 month's prescription worth $1,400.
Gail DeVore has type 1 diabetes and testified before Congress.
I ration it by diluting it.
Others have left the country in search of more affordable options. Channel 11 was there in March as this group traveled to Canada.
I got 3 of these.
Just so they can buy more affordable insulin.
We can drive across the border and I can purchase this for, $100 and it keeps me alive.
This isn't right, and we got to get this fixed for people.
Congressman Mike Kelly introduced the Market Access for Generic Insulin Competition Act, or MAGIC Act. It would create a permanent path for the approval and production of generic insulin, a more affordable option that doesn't exist now. But he says the clock is ticking because of regulatory barriers.
We want to make sure that March 23rd, 2020 doesn't sunset the ability to develop a generic substitute.
Kelly wrote this letter to President Trump, pushing for an executive order to change regulations and to support the proposal.
We want a clear and permanent path to develop a generic substitute.
For diabetics across the country, a generic option can be life-saving.
We will die without insulin.
And we asked the White House about Congressman Kelly's letter. A spokesperson says the Trump administration is committed to working with Congress to lower insulin prices. In Washington, Samantha Manning, Channel 11 News.
And we contacted the FDA about the proposal. The agency says it will not comment on pending legislation.
A warning just a couple of days before a new hunting season begins. Deer disease is growing. What you need to know about the key areas and tainted deer meat.
And it's not every day someone calls 911 about a vacuum cleaner accident. The pups run in with a robot vacuum.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coraopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News.
offer, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Breaking now, the Pittsburgh Pirates just announced their new manager. Derek Shelton will take over after Clint Hurdle was fired in September. The team says Shelton has coached the Minnesota Twins, the Toronto Blue Jays, and several other major league teams. He will be formally introduced at a news conference next week.
Police rushed to the rescue after a family dog was sucked up by a robot vacuum in Missouri. This is Stonewall. He's an old Shih Tzu who is set in his ways. The dog, they say, won't budge. If you walk towards him, he's not going anywhere. And that proved to be a problem on Friday. The robot vacuum was on the job at that time, and Stonewall didn't go anywhere. His owner knew something wasn't right when she noticed the vacuum had stopped right next to the pup.
Bend down to turn it back on, and he kind of whimpers at me. And I'm like, I thought that was okay. And I was thinking, oh no, you're in it. He's like alligator rolling, like trying to get loose and freaking out.
Oh man. Well, she was home alone with her baby at the time, so she called 911. 2 officers showed up to save the day. Turns out only the fur of Stonewall's tail was caught, so they carefully cut him loose.
You think he'll move now in the future?
That's why dogs don't like vacuum cleaners, if you ever noticed that.
That was a pretty funny story. Well, hunting season is just days away, and a new deer disease is creeping into the area.
So the state is ramping up its warning. What it wants hunters to know. Next.
Strongest winds right now across western Ohio. I'm timing when those 50-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts make it into your neighborhood.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Check out the intense, action-packed world of esports. Top plays and interviews on Esports Weekly, Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI.
NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life.
Whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news in Westmoreland County. As hunters prepare for the start of deer season this weekend, the state is ramping up its warnings about a deadly deer disease. Westmoreland County is now considered a level 2 area for chronic wasting disease. Channel 11's David Johnson has more on what that means for hunters.
It's tradition for so many families. Right now, Pennsylvania hunters are getting ready for the new deer season. But hunting in our area comes with a bigger warning this year.
And as a person that's eaten deer meat and stuff, I'm very concerned about what the future is for the shooting sports.
It's because of chronic wasting disease, a contagious neurological disease that affects deer. It showed up in Pennsylvania in 2012, and now the Game Commission has added Westmoreland County to its CWD warning area.
Part of Westmoreland County is in DMA2, and the reason for that is because of the deer that have come up positive in Cambria and Somerset.
No deer has tested positive in Westmoreland as of yet, but since there have been so many cases in neighboring counties, Westmoreland falls into the Game Commission's 10-mile buffer zone. Deer can easily spread CWD to each other and have the disease for years before showing any symptoms.
Often the best way to describe those is to say the deer looks drunk.
Snickles says deer can only be tested after it's killed, which is why officials are urging hunters to have the meat tested before eating it.
Chronic wasting disease, same family as mad cow disease, that crossed the species barrier into humans. And we have had people that we have notified that their deer has tested positive, and occasionally we have someone say, well, I'm eating it anyway.
Hunters in the diseased area can get a deer tested for free. There are several locations and instructions on how to get the deer to the state. The Game Commission is reminding hunters to keep their antlers if they want them. Outside of the CWD area, you can still get testing, but for a fee.
And our recommendation is don't eat the deer until you get your test results. Now, that can take a little bit of time. In the height of deer season, especially rifle season.
Hunters we spoke to say they're concerned about CWD and how fast it's spreading. And they want other hunters to be just as concerned.
But it just seems like we're at an epidemic and something needs done.
The Game Commission is seeking public comment on its proposed CWD plan, which includes thinning the herds in affected areas, and that comment period runs until February.
Dick's Sporting Goods is now selling CBD products. Our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times report that the Coriopolis-based company is selling CBD sports cream. The products are specially designed with exercise and sports in mind. The cream is absorbed through the skin and claims to deliver relief in minutes. It does not contain THC. The Steelers have 4 players among the top 50 most profitable in the league, responsible for the NFL's growing retail sales. That's according to our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times. Juju Smith-Schuster came in at number 9 on the list. James Conner's number 38. J.J. Watt and Ben Roethlisberger were tied for 47th. Merchandise used for the rankings include things like video games, jerseys, and bobbleheads.
Finding affordable insurance for your home can be difficult, and so many people get frustrated with the process. Our consumer advisor Clark Howard looks at a new company that is catching on across the country.
A lot of us are really frustrated with searching for insurance and also dealing with the insurance company following a claim. So that's why I've been so interested in Lemonade. Lemonade is a company that was experimental at first and now is in about half the nation's states, which is kind of like a co-op for buying homeowners insurance and renters insurance. So I can't tell you the premiums are necessarily going to be cheaper, but what you pay is based on the actual claims that people have. You're all working together, instead of making the insurance company money, all working together to hold down the cost of insurance. So you can check out Lemonade, get a quote from them, and see if it works for you. As for whether it works for Lemonade, time will tell. I'm Clark Howard.
Interesting. Well, as Clark mentioned, Lemonade is available in about half of the U.S., and that includes Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Camera's starting to shake, and it's really going to shake this afternoon. Make sure you check in with Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tonight at 5 and 6 before heading out for Thanksgiving Eve plans. That live look into downtown Pittsburgh, we're seeing some breaks in the cloud cover, and it's actually going to be a fairly decent looking afternoon once the last of the showers clears the area. 60 degrees right now, southwest wind at 13, but gusting to 30 miles per hour in Pittsburgh right now. Notice Mansfield, 46-mile-per-hour wind gust. Cleveland, 40. Now, the strongest wind gust I've seen so far back in Ohio, Toledo a couple hours ago had a 59-mile-per-hour wind gust. So that's the kind of wind that's going to be heading into our area this afternoon. Here's live storm tracker, Doppler 11 radar. There's the cold front right there, so temperatures will begin to come down this afternoon. Out ahead of this, Indiana, Westmoreland, Fayette County, some pretty good rain. Some areas of red showing up near Greensburg and over near Latrobe, so some pockets of some heavier rain. Same deal up near Grove City, Slippery Rock right now, extending down almost to Zealand and Opal. So a couple more rounds of some quick shooting heavy rain, and then it pushes out by 3, 4, and 5 o'clock. So most of the afternoon will be dry. It just isn't going to be very quiet. You're going to hear those winds gusting to about 50 miles per hour at times this afternoon, especially east into the mountains, and then snow showers for parts of the area tonight. Here's an hour-by-hour breakdown of the wind. I know a lot of folks like to go out on Thanksgiving Eve on Wednesday night, and these winds are going to be gusting near 40 miles per hour right through 11 o'clock time, probably till about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning before settling down a bit. Now, as we hit the air tomorrow morning on Channel 11 Morning News beginning at 4:30, we'll still have some 30, 35 mile per hour wind gusts in the area and much colder air working in. Forecast for the rest of the day today. Periods of rain coming to an end by mid-afternoon in those 50-plus mile per hour winds. Tonight down to 35. Rain showers mixing with and changing to snow showers, especially north and east of Pittsburgh, and then some flurries tomorrow morning for Thanksgiving. Maybe a quick snow shower. Temperatures generally in the 30s during the day, but with the breeze still cranking 15 to 20 miles per hour. Wind chill much of the day tomorrow in the 20s, so very cold for the turkey bowls across the area tomorrow. Saturday, our annual WPXI holiday parade looks dry right now. I do think the showers are going to hold off until after the parade. Parade time temperature about 32 degrees. If you don't want to come downtown and fight the traffic and the crowds, you can always watch it right here on WPXI beginning Saturday morning at 9 a.m. with, once again, Peggy Finnegan and David Johnson doing the hosting. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Good-looking day on Friday for the holiday shoppers. Partly sunny, 41, and then by Sunday, back up to 52 degrees, but looks like a rainy Sunday with the rain changing to snow again by late Sunday night.
All right, thanks, Scott. Extraordinary video now of scientists working to measure the heart rate of the world's biggest animal, the blue whale. Scientists recently attached an electrocardiogram machine to a blue whale off the coast of Monterey Bay in California. The whale is 72 feet long and weighs up to 200 tons. I don't want to do that job. The study will help them understand animals' work at the upper extreme of body mass. Usually the larger the animal, the lower the heart rate. The highest rate recorded on this whale was 37 beats per minute. The normal human resting heart rate ranges between 60 to 100 beats per minute and tops out at about 200 during athletic exertion.
What amazing creatures,
Yeah.
right? Well, for many of us, Thanksgiving is all about celebrating with friends.
And a group in New York City took that to the extreme, celebrating with hundreds of new friends. What inspired this Friendsgiving on the subway? Just ahead.
Hey, Pittsburgh, I found some great deals for you, and you're going to love them, but don't be that person that misses out. Text WPXI to 65,000 now.
You hear us say Channel 11 News 11 at 11 all the time.
But this is what it means.
It means you get 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
It means we deliver breaking news, local news happening now, and details about what's happened since 6.
All before the first commercial.
11 at 11 means I'll track storms and bring you your first look at weather before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Watch tonight.
forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
She doesn't owe you a hug. That's the message from the Girl Scouts as you see family over Thanksgiving. The organization wants parents to think twice about forcing their daughters to give family members a hug. The Girl Scouts have a history of taking on polarizing subjects. Some critics say they are blowing an innocent family interaction out of proportion. I don't know what I think about that or not.
Yeah, fist bumps.
Yeah, those are safe. Some subway riders in New York City had an early Thanksgiving.
A group served up a full Thanksgiving dinner on a train Sunday, and that video is going viral.
Planned this for 3 months, and we said, you know what? Let's take it to the train. Let's do Friendsgiving on the train.
Yeah, they went all out with tables and decorations. The group of 7 served up a full Thanksgiving dinner to riders. Looks like they had some fun there. This is all compliments of Chef B, who has a local catering business.
We had turkey, we had yam, we had baked macaroni and cheese.
What were they saying to you?
Thank you. For the most part, thank you. And that mac and cheese is on point.
The mac and cheese is on point. There you go. The group says they plan on making this an annual Thanksgiving tradition. The only difference is it will be a secret location, so you just got to ride the subway until you find these guys.
They're making me hungry.
Yeah, right?
That's a lovely story. We hope everybody out there has a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us for Channel 11 News.
You can get breaking news updates anytime at our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gordon Lash.
And I'm Catherine Amenta.
At Channel 11 Morning News, we help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today with temperatures.
Heavier delays for the inbound morning commute.
We expanded our breaking news team to better cover news happening right now and give you new information throughout the morning.
Let's get right to Jennifer Tomazik live at the breaking news desk.
A huge impact on the area. In fact, we just found out.
Don't miss anything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4.